not dead. Let's go, huh? Full chest, full chest. I go to war with my mouth chest. If I the ball one now.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Full chest, subscribe. Thanks. So I'm always like fascinated by the world of fashion. And one thing I've noticed is that there's always this look of like, especially when it comes to African models, if like males, females, there's always this look that they look for. They're mostly like, Eastern, South Sudanese like models. Even when they're from the western side of Africa, they always have a typical look, especially the guys. They're like very dark skinned and slim. They have this structure that they always look for. It's like a stereotypical thing, right? And a shout out to them. Like they do well. They do all this like one ways for Louis Vuitton, all this like great fashion houses and things like that. And I was just like going across my feed, and this video came up, and I was just like, it's just like a video like talking about
African faces who dominated the runway of the hottest brands for fall/winter 2025 at Menswear Fashion Week. Let's dive in to watch these show walkers. Number 1, Gideon Adenia. He walked for 9 shows in Milan and Paris. Next one is Awala Deoti. He walked for 8 shows in Milan and Paris. A South Sudanese model, Chol Mabior, walked for 8 shows in Florence, Milan, and Paris. Next is a Senegalese model. Douda Sidibe walked for 7 shows in Milan and Paris. Fifth one is a Nigerian model. Daniel Awaridi walked for 6 shows in Florence, Milan, and Paris. Sixth is a South Sudanese model. Gabriel Neal walked for 6 shows, 1 in Milan, and 5 shows in Paris. The 7th face is a South Sudanese model. Jum Kwaknin walked for 6 shows, 1 in Florence, 1 show in Milan, and 4 shows in Paris. The 8th face is another South Sudanese model. Kok Mak Khan walked for 6 shows, 1 in Florence, 1 show in Milan, and 4 shows in Paris. The 9th face is a Nigerian model. Zaram Obasi walked for 6 shows, 3 shows in Milan, and 3 shows in Paris. The last face is a South Sudanese model. Sakara Dow walked for 5.
Yeah, so from that video, right? That video talks about some of the top 8, top 9 guys from Africans who are like in fashion, and like how many times they walk for like Louis Vuitton, then they do another 9 for like all these other places, which is great. Like I love seeing that. But one of the questions I always wanted to ask is that I said, whenever I see them, like I hope they're paying them well. Like I always say, I hope they're getting the right compensation. And the reason why that always comes up to my mind is that I'm like, okay, most of the times these people are coming from like these models. They're coming from like African countries who are like war torn, there's instability and stuff like that. And I hope that they don't like take that into consideration, like, oh, we're doing you a favor by bringing you out. I hope that they're compensated accordingly. That's always what I always like. The first thing that comes to my mind, I hope they're getting paid well. Because like you don't see them too much. You might see them doing the fashion shows, but that's about it. But some of the females, you kind of see them more. I know, like back in the days, Ron Town was dating one of the South Sudanese models. So like, I don't know what you guys do. Do they get paid well? Like, or is it like something that, oh, we're bringing you out from like a situation of poverty, or we're bringing you out from Africa, so like we pay you according to like the African pay grade, or what? Like I don't get it. So like, or I know most of them have agents, and I hope the agents, they negotiate properly for them, because I'm always like, they're doing such a great job. They're representing, they're doing their thing, and I hope they're properly compensated, because that compensation can help them with their families and things like that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I don't know if anyone is in the industry. Like, comment, let me know. Like, I hope they're like properly compensated. Yeah, man, I was just wondering, something that was just in my head, so I just wanted to share with you guys.